We are all Americans now. And the ideal of democracy belongs to all the many people of this great land.
Gitana Productions is on a mission
to use the variety of arts that we have available to us as a vehicle to bring people together who normally don't come together. So that means we use dance, we use drama, we certainly do incorporate education and community engagement. The humanities encompasses all of that. It is the study of who we are as human beings with each other. And so when we combine history with art and with education, we are bringing people into the realm of thinking about how we work with each other, how we feel towards each other, and what's important to us.
Two communities that don't normally associate, African Americans and Germans, were recently brought together to engage in a history-making symposium called Faces of Love.
When we recognize that the two largest ethnic groups in St. Louis were African Americans and Germans, which blew our mind, by the way, because we'd never known that before, it was apparent that these are two groups that have not engaged in any known effort to talk to each other. And when I recognized that we had a place of intersection, and that was the incredible contribution of German immigrants to the abolition of slavery in Missouri, then I said, hey, it's time. Let's use that, and let's bring these two major ethnic groups together.
The symposium explored this shared history between African Americans and German immigrants in their quest for freedom.
It was extraordinary that these men and women would come to a country as immigrants, most not speaking English, and know that there's no way that they could truly have freedom in a country that they did not know, but a country that gave them hopes. It was no way that freedom could be true if there was slavery.
They had experienced a lot of injustice and poverty at home, and that was the main reason why they looked for this opportunity. They did not come here like migration happens today, that you have a better job offer. No, they had to reinvent themselves in the process. But what they kept with them were the values. When they saw people who were being mistreated and abused, they felt that this collided with their own beliefs and their values.
You have to be taught to hate. And if you don't have that hatred, it makes a whole different perspective. Education spreads. You educate one person, you may educate a family, and that person may educate relatives. And so you don't know how far your influence will go. And many times, one person can make a world of difference if it's in the right place at the right time.
Following the symposium, the next step was creating an artistic piece that probed the nature of this extraordinary relationship between two diverse cultures.
I merely want to make a difference in our new country. Yes. But the way I see it, we are all American. This is the only country I've ever known. I was born here, but it has not made me free. But the freedom you all believe in is the freedom I want.
The arts community has noticed Gitana's continued achievements with cross-cultural engagement. They were recently presented with a very prestigious award.
I was blown away by the Missouri Arts Awards for Arts Leadership. And it is the top prize, so to speak, the top recognition from the state of Missouri for any artist. But for me to be nominated as the first African American to win that award in arts leadership was very important to me.
The future looks bright for this enlightened group of artists.
I think the future is in the seeds that we have sown. I'm hoping that within educational institutions, within the arts, within the community, we will all see the value of bringing diverse people to the table to co-create projects, to not do it just from our standpoint, but to work with other people in creating those projects.